Good grief. What's up, guys? Muzzafuzza here, and today I'm bringing you another one of those Modern Warfare 3 gameplays. One of those gameplays where you stop, you look around, and you ask yourself, why the fuck am I playing this game? Why am I still playing Call of Duty after all these years? What am I doing with my life? Why am I sitting here wasting my time away on my Xbox or my PS3 or even my Nintendo Wii? If you're an original gangster like that and you like to drop shot bitches with your Wiimote, because bitches love Wiis. I'm not lying about that. Bitches do love the Wiis. I've got Just Dance 3. You get some girls over, get a little tequila, you're gonna have a good time. But yeah, like I said, this is one of those gameplays that just made me kind of question why I'm even still playing. And it was one of those gameplays that after I got done with this gameplay, I just had to get off. I just had to take a break, kind of reassess my priorities in my life, and think about why I just sat down and played Call of Duty for another 4 hours when I could have been out doing something else, something more productive, something that could make some money or make me happy or that's actually enjoyable, rather than, you know, dying and getting just pooped on. This is not a good gameplay by any means. This is actually a terrible gameplay in my book. And this is not to say that I don't get kill streaks. This is not to say that I don't do the best in the lobby, because I do. I do the best in the lobby. But it's not something worth bragging about. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing that you guys haven't seen before. And a lot of that is why I've been thinking about this whole Call of Duty thing and this YouTube thing a lot recently. Is that I want to bring you guys stuff that you don't see on other channels. I want to bring you guys stuff that you don't get to see from every other Call of Duty commentator that's out there. And there are a lot out there. There's hundreds and hundreds of big commentators. There's thousands of unknown commentators that are trying to make it in this whole YouTube scene. And I'm sure a few of them are listening right now. And I say good luck. And if you love doing it and you really want to keep doing it, then keep it up. But if it's not something that you like, if it's something that pisses you off, if it's something that you're only doing because you want to make that YouTube money, then I would say don't do it, because it's not worth it, and you could be spending your time doing something a lot more productive and a lot better for you, for your health, for your mental health, because Call of Duty makes people angry. Call of Duty players are some of the most angry people that I've ever ran into. Usually within 4 or 5 seconds of meeting someone on Xbox Live, they're already calling my mother a whore, or telling me that they're going to find me and kill me in real life, threatening me with death threats, calling me a fag, calling me a homo. I'm not a homo. But even if I was, who are you to judge? Maybe I want to get gay married. Maybe I want to get gay married to my Xbox. How about that, huh? My Xbox is a dude. You know how I know? It showed me its penis. And I know an Xbox penis when I see one. But really, who are you to judge? Who is anybody to judge? Especially someone who sits on their ass and just plays Xbox all day, and is most likely between the ages of 12 and 16. Which is the majority of the people that I tend to run into on Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network. I feel like the Call of Duty community especially is just filled to the brim with ignorant idiots, and all they do is play COD all day. They don't know anything about the real world. They don't know anything about paying bills or this crazy fucked up world that we live in, where we've got wars and revolutions all over the world. We've got a military industrial complex, a corporatocracy that's trying to take over the world. We've got a finite planet where everybody thinks we can have infinite growth and not have to worry about the world's resources. And a lot of people just live in their own little world. They don't really care to leave their bubble. I mean, I might be wrong here. Let me know in the comments below, but think about how often you guys spend time on the internet, how often you guys spend time playing video games. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up with video games. I've always been gaming. I've always been on the internet ever since I was a little kid, and I've kind of grown up around this new generation that's kind of the first people to have this much access to information, to be connected to the internet at all times. I mean, I don't even have TV at my house anymore. There's no need for it for me. I don't enjoy TV. I don't enjoy being forced to watch commercials and watch all this stupid shit that's fed to me through the mainstream media. But once again, I've got to stop myself and say, hey, who am I to judge? If somebody wants to sit around and watch the Kardashians or the Jersey Shore or CNN or MSNBC or whatever the fuck takes up their day and distracts them from the fact that they live in a world that they don't understand, that's totally fine. But for me, I don't know. I'm starting to wake up to a lot more things. I'm starting to become aware of certain things, and it just puts a lot of things into perspective for me, and that's what I'm trying to get my point across in this commentary. I want to give you guys some perspective from an angle that you guys might not have thought about before, because it seems like commentators, other YouTubers, people who leave comments, people who watch videos, everybody is frustrated with Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is just a video game. Yes, it's one of the greatest selling video games of all time. I think Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 both set records as the biggest entertainment launches of all time, and they sold like over 6 million copies of their games. Blah de blah de blah, whatever. It's still a video game. It's still just something that you plug yourself into to distract yourself from whatever else is going on in your real life. Everybody's situation's different. You might be a student, you might be 40 years old, I don't really know. But if you ever find yourself getting mad at a video game, I feel like there's a way to get out of that really easily, and that's to realize that you are the one that's deciding to get mad. It's not the game's fault, it's not the player's fault, it's not even, you know, the game design's fault. Everybody wants to complain about overpowered perks, overpowered guns, overpowered kill streaks, whatever. Even if the game was absolutely perfect, people would still find some reason to complain about Call of Duty, because that's human nature. That's what people do. People want to find something to bitch about, and everybody has their friend. I know that you guys are probably thinking of him right now. Everybody's got someone in their family or someone that they're friends with that just won't shut the fuck up and always has something to complain about. It's cold outside, my back hurts, when's this happening, when's that happening, blah 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 blah. And if you don't give that person a good slap in the face, they're just going to continue to complain because they think it's okay, and they think it's okay to do that. And in my personal opinion, it's not okay to do that. It's not okay to just sit and complain and worry and be afraid of everything in the world without actually taking the time to try to do something about it, or changing your behavior, your own habits and lifestyle and things like that, to change the situation. Because that's what's going on here, is we have a giant group of Call of Duty players that continue to play the game that supposedly they hate and that makes their life a living hell. It doesn't make any sense. It's very self-destructive behavior, and it's weird. I don't know. I'm probably throwing out a lot of psychological terms that you may or may not know. If you do know them, props to you. And if you don't know them, don't worry about it. You'll learn them soon enough in your high school psychology class that you'll probably be forced to take. Or at least I hope you are, because it's very important to understand people and understand the human mind. And that's what interested me the most in high school. I was thinking about being a psychologist. I wanted to be a psychology major. I went to school for 2 years for it at Montana State University. I took some 300 and 400 level classes. And then this whole gaming YouTube thing happened, and that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I'm focusing on. But I still do enjoy psychology, and I still do enjoy my studies and my intellectual life just as much as I enjoy my gaming life. And I don't want these commentaries to ever be just, well, hey guys, Muzzafuzza here, here's some Call of Duty gameplay. I'm going to talk about tips and tricks and perks and what setups to use, because that's such boring, overdone bullshit. I want to talk about things that are actually interesting, things that I'm actually passionate about talking about. And the whole idea of Call of Duty anger management, the title of this video, is interesting to me, and I thought I would bring it up to you guys. And my next point that I want to make is from the 5 stages of grief. And I feel like pretty much every Call of Duty player is fallen into one of these 5 stages. So the 5 stages are, if you're not familiar, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And the number one form that I see is either anger or depression. People are either really mad at the state of Call of Duty because they don't like Modern Warfare 3 or how Call of Duty is going so far. And maybe it'll change in Black Ops 2. I don't know. I am hopeful. I like to stay optimistic, but I don't know. But I don't really let these games affect my psyche. I don't let them affect me and make me angry. And when they do make me angry, I just get off. That's the number one thing you have to do, is just switch to another game. If you're a gamer and you need to play a few hours of video games every day, like I know a lot of people do, there's different ranges of nerds all around the world. I'm sure a lot of you guys only have time to play video games maybe a couple hours a day or a couple hours a week. And then there's some of you that play 12 hours a day or 50 hours a week, and it's your whole life. I don't know. There's a broad spectrum of different types of gamers out there. But For me, I finally made it into the acceptance level, which is the 5th stage of grief. You start with denial, where you're denying that Call of Duty has any problems and you're just loving the game for the first couple months. Then the game starts to make you angry, the anger builds up, you start going Hulk mode and complaining about everything on Twitter and getting mad at Stealth Clowns and JD 2020s and this new community manager for Infinity Ward, etc., etc. Then you make your way into bargaining, where you think you can change the game and you want to tweet Vonderhaar and get him to fix things, and you want to change the game and you want to make bargains and dual comms and shit like that. And then you make your way into depression, where you're like, fuck, they're never going to fix Call of Duty. It's going to be the same game forever. The next 10 Call of Duties aren't going to be good. And that's where a lot of people seem to be as well. They seem to have lost faith in the series. I'm always going to love Call of Duty just for the engine. I mean, it could be the worst game ever. They could be filled to the brim with overpowered perks, crazy explosives that kill everyone, and I would still at least try to have a good time and not take it too seriously. And that's the best medicine I can really prescribe to you guys, is just if Call of Duty makes you mad, try to take it less seriously. And if you are acting super serious about Call of Duty and you care about your KD and your win-loss and all this other nonsense that has no effect on your real life, you need to reassess your priorities and you need to grow up, basically. You need to evolve as a Call of Duty player. And I think we all do. I think everybody has growing to do. Everybody's at a different stage in their life. I've been making a lot of different changes in my life lately, and a lot of them have been for the better. And I have to say, I'm happier than I've ever been in my life right now. And a lot of it is because of you guys. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I think this was a very interesting commentary. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you liked it, please feel free to like the video, favorite the video, share the video with your friends. Maybe leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you liked or didn't like about this commentary, because I tried something new here and I would love you guys' feedback. But that was Muzzafuzza. That was a terrible gameplay with some interesting commentary over the top. I hope you found it interesting anyways. If you didn't, let me know why. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Lots more Modern Warfare 3 videos on the way, as well as Diablo 3, Minecraft, Happy Wheels, League of Legends, all sorts of games coming up. This has been Muzzafuzza, and I will see you guys later.